So this week there was a fire drill, and it was Tuesday. I was in the cafeteria. I was done with my lunch, and the fire alarm went off, and it was like eh, 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 eh. Yeah, it was like that. So what I did was got up, went outside, waited for the all clear, and then came back inside. These drills are not a joke, and you have to take them seriously. I mean, I hate these drills because it's so loud. Yeah, we need drills like that for safety. I get it, but the problem with that, it is so loud. Yes, it has to be loud in order to make sure that people don't stay in the building if there's actual fire. I get that, but not to the point where you scare kids like me or cause people's eardrums to pop. What if you're in the bathroom and the alarm goes off? I mean, that is not good. I feel bad for that person that was in the bathroom when the alarm went off. Yeah. This one girl in my class was in the bathroom when the alarm went off. And she said the alarm didn't scare her as much. It was not, it was not that loud in the bathroom. Bathrooms just have remote strobes. Don't want people's eardrums to be popped when the alarm goes off. But another boy in my class ran out the door when the alarm went off because he was so scared. Another boy that is around the same age as Elizabeth ran out the door when the alarm went off. I mean, that boy, I mean, that boy, that boy didn't like it. He was, like, scared of the drill. He was 17 years old, and that boy's a junior. I mean, his name, it was Min Lam. And he doesn't like the drills, I know. And he will agree on me about banning horn strobes from schools. And he will agree with me about getting rid of horn strobes in schools. Fire drills are not a joke, and you have to take these drills seriously. Don't joke around with fire drills. It is something that has to be taken seriously, and it scares other people. I mean, it's just like the boy who cried wolf, basically. These drills are just like the boy who cried wolf. I'm getting a good point. It teaches you something to not joke about things that are meant to be taken seriously and scares other people. I mean, if you joke about stuff that is meant to be taken seriously and scares other people, then you won't have friends. If you want to have friends, then don't joke about this kind of stuff. That something that is meant to be taken seriously and scares other people. I mean, it's a good point. I mean, it's a good lesson. Thanks to, Elizabeth. I mean, this was her quote. I mean, if you joke about these drills, then you're not going to have friends anymore. I mean, if you want to have friends, then you don't joke about things that are meant to be taken seriously, like drills like this. And it scares people too. If you want to have friends, then you don't joke about something that is meant to be taken seriously or scares people. These drills are one of them. These drills are not a joke. These drills have to be taken very seriously. They teach us to know what to do when there really is an emergency in the building. I mean, and these drills scare people, especially in special education. Because there's a lot of special needs students that are sensitive to the alarm. I mean, if they don't overcome their fear of the alarm, then they're going to smash the darn alarm. I don't want that. I know it's for safety. I know they get upset with the alarm noise. I know that, but we need to tell them it is there for their own safety. So don't smash the darn alarm. These drills, yeah, I just hate fire drills because they scare me to death. I like them because they're important for safety. I hate them because they scare me to death. I mean, I get an anxiety attack once a month during school. From the first day of the month until the day the drill happens. And then I'm better. I've been like this for years. Ever since I started going to public school, I've always been nervous about drills like this because of the noise that comes out of the alarm. I mean, in some cases, my behavior was very aggressive on drill days. Like, I was screaming like heck, and I was so nervous, I was covering my ears, I couldn't focus, all because I was worried of a drill. because of the alarm noise. Do you really realize that I'm autistic and I have sensitive hearing and fire alarms really get me? I mean, if someone pulls the fire alarm, then I'm going to grab them. I'm going to punch them in the face. Yeah. I mean, they deserve to get suspended. I don't care if they go to jail. They deserve it. They deserve being in jail for pulling the darn alarm. I mean, when I was in elementary school, kids would pull the alarm. They would literally pull the darn alarm. Because they thought it was funny. Let me tell you, it is not. It is not funny to pull the alarm. I mean, when those students pulled the alarm in our elementary school, I mean, I didn't get laughed at. Because I knew it was not funny. I knew what they did was bad. And I was scared. And I saw fire trucks come to the school, and there was no fire, which means someone pulled the darn alarm as a prank. No good. I mean, how many times do I have to tell people not to pull fire alarms for fun? And not to tamper with fire alarms either. Even YouTube user Dale Susier the Man says to never pull fire alarms for fun and never tamper with fire alarm equipment. I mean, I've watched his video about that, and those kids that like to pull fire alarms for fun in schools around this country should watch that video to teach them a lesson to not ever pull fire alarms for fun or tamper with fire alarm equipment. I mean, don't take the alarm off the wall. Don't do any of that. Leave the alarm the way it is. Leave the alarm alone. Leave the alarm alone. I mean, those kids in our elementary school were not thinking when they pulled that alarm for fun. I mean, back then, I didn't have any commercial fire alarms of my own. I mean, back then, there were not good educational videos about never pulling fire alarms for fun and never tampering with fire alarm equipment on YouTube. There was very limited. Now there's tons of them. I mean, those videos back then would have prevent all this from happening. All the videos I made about never pulling fire alarms for fun and never tampering with fire alarms got a lot of likes, which is good because it teaches them a valuable lesson not to do that. I mean, fire alarms are very serious devices that save people's lives, so never mess with them. How hard is that to comprehend? Some people don't get that, and they treat the alarm like a toy, but it's not. It is a life safety device. I am smart. I am smart enough to not pull fire alarms for fun and not tamper with fire alarm equipment in buildings. I mean, I am smart enough not to tamper with life safety equipment in buildings. Because if I do, then I would go to jail. I would be in jail if I tamper with life safety devices in public. Like fire alarms. Or anything like that. I heard in the Devious Lick Challenge on TikTok, which I'm fortunate to not have, the challenge was stealing fire alarms and other life safety devices from schools. Really? I mean, playing with life safety equipment will get you arrested. If you mess with life safety equipment at school, then you are not going to go to school ever again. I hope my parents never receive a call from my teacher saying that I mess with any sort of life safety equipment at school. But I am in complete control whether or not that happens. I'm not going to do it because I'm smart enough not to mess with life safety equipment. Tampering with life safety equipment will get you into big trouble. I mean, if you mess with life safety equipment, you're going to get in big trouble. So never mess with life safety equipment. And that includes fire alarms. I mean, I hope no one takes an alarm from our school. I hope that no one tries to remove the alarm from our school. I mean, people are so scared of the fire alarm that they're going to break it, and I don't want that. Because that is destroying life safety equipment. Fire alarms are not a toy. They are life safety devices. Unless you have your own alarm, like this. I'm messing around with this alarm because I own this alarm, duh. But never do that to an alarm in public. Like your school's alarm. Never play around with a fire alarm in your school or out in public in general. Because it is there to protect the public. So never mess with those alarms. Bye.